Hey YouTubers, it's Janelle. Happy New Year to you. Yeah, I know it's the 31st of January, the end of the first month, but this is the first video I've done for the year 2011. Today, what I'd like to do is record a companion video to go with a blog posting that I did back in December. The name of the blog posting was called For Beautiful Makeup, Let's Begin with the Bare Canvas. And what I will do, I'll put a link down below to the article that I have on my blog, Levels of Beauty. You can go out there and read that, and hopefully there's a little more information than what I'll be able to give you in just this really quick video. But in essence, what my blog posting was about was that, let's face it, there are a ton of videos out here on YouTube showing makeup looks and makeup products and product comparisons and makeup hauls and makeup brushes and how to use them, how to wear your colors, the newest, the latest, the greatest in anything makeup or makeup related. And I'm not knocking that. In fact, I've got some videos out there myself showing makeup looks and talking about different products I've tried, what I like, what I don't like, etc., etc. That's great. But, and this is just my opinion, and while I dearly love makeup, I am an aspiring artist, there is something you need to do even before you put that first drop of concealer on, or you put on that first dab of foundation, or you put on that favorite blush that you just love, or that gorgeous new eyeshadow color that you've been dying to try. You have to prep the canvas. And when you wear makeup, okay, anybody I would think would realize that the canvas that we're talking about here is your skin. And by prepping the skin, I don't mean prepping the skin has to do with taking care of your skin, doing the things you need to do to take care of the skin so it's in its best condition before you put on that first bit of makeup. And now I'm on camera today with no makeup on, so you can see what I mean by skin in good condition. I don't mean that your skin is going to be absolutely flawless before you put that first drop of foundation on. As you can see, and I'm doing this because in some of my prior videos people have commented about my skin looking so flawless, being so perfect, being gorgeous, and wow, you don't have any skin issues. I'm like everybody else. I'm like you out there. I have some skin issues. I may not have as many issues with my skin as some of you might, which is fine, but I still have my own flaws. Here's a big one right here. Usually you can't see this in my videos because I wear bendy, and placement of my bendy happens to be right here where this scar is. Now let me get a little closer so you get a good look at it. This scar is from a bout of chickenpox I had when I was 6 years old. Yeah, lovely, isn't it? Right in the center of my forehead, right in the center of my face. Of course, over the years it has faded a little bit, but it's an actual scar, and it's an actual indentation actually. I mean, it's not just a regular surface scar like a scratch, but I mean there's an actual indentation there in my forehead. And in fact, when I was a lot younger, people used to ask me if I had ever had a jewel grafted into my forehead and then had it taken out. You see cartoons like Aladdin and all this kind of stuff where princess has a jewel in her forehead. Well, no, I'd never had that, and I do wear bendy now. But it just so happens that that scar is in the same place where you wear a bendy. I've also got another scar. Let's see. Turn so you can see it right here. I don't know how well it's showing up, but I've got a scar right there. That came from when I was in the 7th grade, and the one and only fight I ever got into at school. This boy that I had gone to school with since day one, he and his sister were twins, and I have a twin sister, and there were about 4 sets of twins in the school at one time. We were all in the same grade, and so This continued clear on up until we all went off to our different high schools. But anyway, in the 7th grade, and he was a bully. He always picked on me. All the guys used to pick on him because he didn't quite fit in, so he had to find someone to pick on to prove, I guess, how much of a guy he was. So I was it. And after 7 years of schooling, I had had enough. He picked the wrong day to mess with me, and I smacked him. And I thought that was the end of the discussion because I figured that showed him, you know. I just was never one to get into physical altercations with people or even arguments too much, but that day just something struck me. Anyway, when I turned my back on him, he picked up a wooden chair, and at that junior high school that I went to, some of the rooms still had those heavy all wood frame chairs. He picked up a wooden chair and hit me with the chair right here on the temple. Needless to say, after that, soon as the world stopped spinning, that really just did something to me. And I beat the crap out of him. I don't remember a whole lot. I vaguely remember it took 3 classmates to pull me off of him. I was told later that I had broken his nose, which, I mean, that was just unheard of for me. And I also sustained a concussion. I had to go to Children's Hospital, yada yada. But anyway, that chair left that mark right there on my temple. So that's a scar that I have. I have hooded lids, getting more hooded the older I get. I have, you can see laugh lines here forming at the corner of my eyes now. I've got pigmentation that's starting to show up across my lids and here underneath my eyes. What else? I've got a little bit of discoloration around here. So that's just an example of some of the flaws that I have on my skin. But I'm sitting here without makeup, and actually I'm not afraid to go without makeup. Now most days I do have makeup on because, hey, I'll admit it, I'm a girly girl and I love my makeup. But if I don't have it on, I'm not afraid to show my face. And it's because I try to take care of my skin. One of the first things you need to do in order to take care of your skin is you have to nourish it. And I don't just mean by using good moisturizers, good eye creams, that kind of thing. I mean nourish it through the foods that you eat. And you've all heard it many a time from your mom, your grandmom, your great aunt Gertrude, Uncle Charlie, whoever. But the old saying, garbage in, garbage out, really does apply when you're talking about nice skin. You put good stuff into your body, your skin is going to reward you by looking good. You put in a lot of junk, a lot of sugar, a lot of carbonated drinks, a lot of salt, excess fats, not enough proteins. You put these kinds of things into your body, more than likely your skin is going to, if it doesn't now, it will eventually show signs of malnourishment. So, you know, even though it's boring and it may not be the greatest thing in the world, you do need to eat your fruits. You do need to eat your vegetables. Those of you that don't eat meat, I'm sure you know you still have to get your protein from some kind of source, and you have to get an adequate amount of protein because protein is what goes into the formation of collagen, which is one of the components to firm, healthy skin. The fruits and the vegetables provide the structure for our skin. It's the way we feed our skin. And if you think about it, our skin is the largest organ of the body. So if you're not taking care of your skin, and I'm not talking right now just about your facial canvas, but your skin overall, you're going to have problems. Our skin is designed mainly to provide a barrier between our external environment. It helps to keep out various bacteria and various pollutants that, if they got inside of our bodies, would cause problems. So our skin isn't just to keep us looking human. It's not there just to keep us looking gorgeous. It has a very important function, and if it's going to function in its most optimal manner, then we have to nourish it and provide it with what it needs so it will function in its most optimal manner. The second thing that you need to do in order to get your canvas in order is to keep it clean. Okay? If you think of a painter that's getting ready to paint a portrait, he's got to prepare his canvas. He's got to clean it, he's got to stretch it, he's got to get it in good condition so it will accept the paint or charcoal or whatever media he is using in order to create his portrait. And we have to do the same thing with our skin. Now, once we get our skin nourished correctly, we then have to take care of keeping it cleaned properly. And you do not have to spend a lot of money to do this. You do not have to use the latest and greatest products. You don't have to go out and continually buy products in order to do this. If you look at one of my older videos that shows my face cleansing routine, I use olive oil. Yep, the kind of olive oil that you cook with. Get it in any grocery store, any drugstore, any convenience store. I use extra virgin olive oil to remove my makeup. It also helps me to cleanse my skin. It acts as a light moisturizer. And yeah, that's what I use. And people are always commenting, even when I'm barefaced like this, that you have such beautiful skin. I've never been a big product junkie in terms of buying the latest and greatest to cleanse my skin. But, you know, I'm telling you what you need to do. You need to find something that works for you, something that's going to clean your skin effectively but gently, something that's not going to dry your skin out too much, something that won't irritate it, but something that will keep your skin cleansed well. I cleanse my face twice a day. And I'm an oily girl, but you know, I find since I've gone back to using olive oil, I've been using it for a couple of years now, my skin, even though yes it is still oily just because that's my particular makeup, it's not nearly as oily as it used to be. Now part of that I'm sure has to do with aging. I turned 50 this year, and you know, we're always told as oily people, well, as you age your skin is going to produce less oil. So I guess that in part is what's happening. But also it appears to me that the oil that I use to clean my face with actually has a somewhat equalizing effect on my complexion, so that my skin actually is not producing as much oil. The olive oil I also credit with helping to clear up some old acne discoloration I had on my cheeks. I always had a few areas that were a little discolored, and in the couple of years I've been using olive oil, that's completely gone away, and I just really like that. And now there are other steps you can take to clean your skin. There's exfoliation, there's toning, or using astringent. You can buy commercial exfoliating creams for your skin. I don't happen to use any of that because the ones that I've used over the years, I find that even ones that are labeled gentle seem to be a little harsh on my skin. So for exfoliation, what I will do, mainly, I just take a clean washcloth, wet it with warm water, and I will just kind of buff it over my skin in a circular motion. That seems to take care of any dry bits that might be flaking off of my skin, and I don't have to use an extra product. This has worked well for me for years, so that's what I do. By all means, if you find a product that works for you, by all means use it. And then even for those of us that are oily, but for everyone, I recommend using a moisturizer. Even us oily girls need a moisturizer. What the moisturizer does is seal in moisture to the skin so that our skin stays soft and supple, and it does not crack, which when it cracks it allows bacteria and germs to enter our internal system, which depending on what type of bacteria it is, can cause problems. But if you're an oily girl like me and you use a commercial moisturizer, what you want to do is find one that either has very little oil or states that it's oil free. Now, when you moisturize, remember that moisture is water. It is not oil. oil is what is used to seal the moisture into the skin. Okay, this brings me to the third thing you need to do in order to keep your canvas at its best, and that is you need to drink water. I don't mean water via sodas. I don't mean water via coffee. I don't mean water via anything else other than pure water, although I know those other types of drinks have a water base. They also have sugars in them and caffeine and God knows what else in them that if taken to excess can wreak havoc with your skin. So along with those other things, you need to be taking in an adequate amount of plain water. Water will hydrate your skin internally from the inside. And then once you've washed your face and your face is damp, you apply your moisturizer. You're sealing moisture in that's on the surface of the skin. And then water, as it comes up through the skin in the form of sweat, will also be sealed in, or at least the evaporation process will be slowed down. And water, since that's what we are mostly comprised of, is an essential for keeping your skin healthy and your body healthy. Water helps the body efficiently eliminate toxins. Water helps to cool our body, our own built-in heating and coolant system. And if you are not drinking enough water, you can get into serious trouble. You will have skin issues with dry skin, flaking, cracking, peeling, not to mention you just won't have nutrients being utilized efficiently within your body and being carried throughout the body efficiently. So you really do need to drink your water. Now, I will be the first to admit, I don't drink my 6-8 ounce glasses of water a day. I'm still working on that. Even at the age of 50, I am still working on that because I don't like water. I have never liked water. Even when I was a kid, I did not like to drink water. But as I've gotten older, I have seen the benefits of drinking water. So even though I don't get my 6 to 8 glasses of water a day, I try to get at least 3 to 4 good glasses of water a day. And trust me, if you do that, you will see the benefits to this, particularly when it comes to looking at your canvas. So anyway, I hope this was a helpful video to all of you. Shouts out to all of my subscribers, both new and old. Those of you that are just now joining my channel, I really do appreciate it. Sometimes I get to where I don't post as often as I should. Hopefully I will be able to remedy that situation here now. I hope you enjoy the videos that I've posted. If you've got any questions, by all means, leave a comment. I will put in the description box down here a link to my website so you can read the article that I posted last month about the Behr canvas. And if you've got any questions, any comments, just leave them below. You guys, be blessed. Have a great day, and hopefully I'll be able to make videos a little more often than I have been. Take care. Love you. See you later. Mwah. Bye-bye.